Hello and welcome back, my sparkly friends. I wanted to talk to you today about honoring my husband's memory. Welcome back to Senior Sparkle. I'm so glad you're here. So some of the things that I am doing to keep my husband's memory alive is my husband absolutely loved Boston cream donuts. And he would go every now and then to the local donut shop and get a Boston cream donut. And while he was there, he always picked me up an apple fritter and a small black coffee because I love my black coffee over ice with my protein drink. And he knew that. So he would do that, and I would just be surprised when I wake up in the morning that he'd already gone and got me a coffee and an apple fritter. Now, I can't honor that memory too many times because I really don't need all that sugar and I don't want to be gaining weight. No, it should be going the reverse. So, but I am doing that. I'm trying about no more than once a month to go honor my husband's memory and go get that donut and just and my small coffee and just enjoy it and remember my husband. The other thing that I'm doing to honor my husband's memory is going to the boba place that he used to frequently go to get me a boba tea. They knew him so well that when he would walk in the door, they would have his drink for me ready and just send him on his way. They didn't even charge him. They would just give it to him and he would go. He would do kind things for them. He would take them in and out. He would buy them all kinds of cupcakes and deliver them, always buying them something. But they always gave him my drink. So about a month after he passed, I went into the boba place and I hadn't been in years. I used to go get my own, that I hadn't been in many years. And I went in and I ordered the small version of my drink. And I asked them, do you know the person who ordered this drink, but the larger version? I said, and he would come and play his ukulele for you. And they immediately said, Teddy? And I told them yes. And I explained to them that he had passed and we shared some tears together. And they were like, no, you're not going to pay for this drink. And they passed me my drink. And of course, they gave me the larger version like they always do. So I am doing that. And it's a great little memory. I used to come home from work and that was always the big surprise, like on the days that he would get me boba tea. And it didn't matter if it was hot or cold. It was a slush boba tea that I absolutely loved. And he would surprise me with that. So I'm doing that as well. Now, the other thing he used to do, he always played his ukulele, and it was a kamaka. Now, if you know ukuleles, you know kamaka is the top of the line, right? It's a really nice ukulele. He played his ukulele all the time. So I do play his music because I have many recordings of him playing, and I just put it on loop and I just play his songs because living here, I was used to that, always playing in the background. I would fall asleep to it. It was so soothing and relaxing. So I do that as well. Now, in considering a move, I don't want to have a shrine set up, but I am, of course, going to have his ukulele there and some photos. Maybe in a little corner, is that like too much? Have a little area with his things. Again, I don't want it to be like a shrine or anything like that, but I do like to see his ukulele and of course hear his music. That's just wonderful. So I'm planning on doing that. I don't know. Let me know. Is that too much? Is that something I should consider not doing? The other thing, which I did almost immediately after he passed, was I created a video. And do you know that song, What Does It Look Like in Heaven? Hold on. I got to look that up. Who is that by? Oh, okay. It's not that. It's called Dancing in the Sky is what it's called. And it's by Danny and Lizzie. Do you know that song? I love that song. It makes me cry. But it also makes me smile. So it's one of those songs like, okay, sometimes it gets me, but sometimes I can smile. So I did make a video with all of his photos with that. And because I love to do video editing, I actually started it out pictures of him and I together. And it's his actual voice saying, "Hello, sweetheart," because he always said that to me. And luckily I had a recording of him, a voicemail. And he started out, "Hello, sweetheart." And I started the video with that. And then another recording, he said, "Aloha, friends." So it says, "Hello, sweetheart." And then he comes on and says, "Aloha, friends." And then at the end of that song, I put a picture of him and all his siblings up. And he says, "Ooh, I'll see you soon. I love you." And so I put that at the end of the song. And I really, really like it. So in addition to that song, "Dancing in the Sky," in that same video, after he says, "I'll see you soon, I love you," I have the other song by Kenny Rogers playing, "Goodbye." And that's a really nice one as well. And I have more photos. And I do find that very helpful. I like to look at it. I like to watch it and hear the music and go through all those memories. It's such a great way to honor my husband and remember my husband. So I do have that as well. So that's another way that I'm honoring his memory. And if I decide to move, of course, I'm going to continue nurturing and growing all his plumerias, which he absolutely loved. All the different fragrances, all the different colors. I will continue to do that as well and keep that going. What else could I do to honor my husband's memory and keep his legacy alive? Do you have any suggestions for me, friends? I'd love to hear them. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.